What if I told you that devil fruits aren't just magical powers handed out by luck? What if every single fruit in One Piece has been part of a master plan designed by someone or something we've never even met? And what if Luffy eating the Gomu Gomu no Mi wasn't an accident at all? Welcome to One Piece Uncovered, where we dig into the mysteries Oda leaves buried in plain sight. Today we're breaking down one of the biggest theories in the entire series: the true origin of devil fruits, why they exist, and what they're really meant to do. This changes everything. Let's start with what we know. Devil fruits grant insane powers, but come with a brutal trade-off. You lose the ability to swim. The ocean rejects you. For a world covered in water, that's a death sentence if you're not careful. But here's the thing. Why would a natural fruit evolve to make you weak against the very element that covers most of the planet? That doesn't make sense from a survival standpoint. Oda has always been deliberate. Nothing in One Piece is random, so if devil fruits exist, someone made them. And if someone made them, they had a reason. Now think about how these fruits work. They reincarnate. When a user dies, the fruit respawns somewhere else in the world. We saw this with Smiley in Punk Hazard. When the creature died, the Sarasara no Mi model axolotl immediately reincarnated into a nearby apple. That's not nature, that's programming. It's a system. Then there's the willpower angle. We've seen fruits that seem to have their own desires. The Gomu Gomu no Mi, or as we now know it, the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika, literally ran away from the world government for 800 years. It chose its users. Fruits like the Inu Inu no Mi model Okuchi no Makami bonded so deeply with Yamato that it felt like destiny. These aren't just objects, they have something inside them. Vegapunk called devil fruits the manifestation of human evolution and desire. He said they represent different paths humanity could have taken, but he also admitted he doesn't fully understand their origin. That's huge. The smartest man in the world can replicate them, but he can't explain where they came from. That means their origin predates even the Void Century. And here's where it gets wild. What if devil fruits were created as weapons? Not for pirates or marines, but for something much older. A war we haven't even learned about yet. Let's talk about the Ancient Kingdom. We know it existed. We know it was erased during the Void Century. We know the world government fears its history more than anything else. But what if the Ancient Kingdom didn't just fall because of ideology? What if they were fighting something that required them to create devil fruits in the first place? Think about Zoans for a second. Why do so many ancient and mythical Zoan fruits exist? We've got dinosaurs, dragons, phoenixes, and literal gods. These aren't just random animals. They're creatures from mythology and prehistory. It's like someone was cataloging powers based on legends and history that actually happened. The Ancient Kingdom had advanced technology. We've seen that with Pluton, Uranus, and Poseidon. We've seen it in the ruins of Shandora and O'Hara's research. They knew things the current world has forgotten. So what if they engineered devil fruits as a response to a threat? A way to give normal humans godlike abilities to fight back against something catastrophic? Here's another clue. Joyboy. We now know Joyboy was the first Nika user. He had the power of liberation. His fruit was special, even among devil fruits. The Gorosei said the Nika fruit has a mind of its own. It evades capture. It chooses freedom. That sounds less like a tool and more like a sentient agent with a mission. What if Joyboy and the Ancient Kingdom created devil fruits to empower the people? To break the chains of whatever system or enemy controlled the world back then? And what if the world government, after defeating the Ancient Kingdom, kept that system in place but rewrote the narrative? They turned devil fruits into myths and curses instead of what they really were: liberation tools. Now look at the Gorosei. 5 elder stars who don't seem to age. They have mythical Zoan powers. They transform into creatures that look like demons, or yokai, from Japanese folklore. Where did they get those fruits? Did they steal them from the Ancient Kingdom? Or were they given those fruits by someone even higher? Someone like Imu? And that brings us to the biggest question. If devil fruits were created as weapons or tools, who or what were they meant to fight? The name itself is a clue. Devil fruits, not miracle fruits, not blessing fruits. Devil. That implies something dark, something evil, But what if the name was intentionally flipped by the world government? What if the real devils are the ones who renamed them? There's a running theme in One Piece. The world government lies. They lied about Ohara. They lied about the Void Century. They lied about Nika being the Gomu Gomu no Mi. So why wouldn't they lie about devil fruits themselves? Now here's something most fans overlook. Sea Prism Stone. It's a naturally occurring mineral that has the same effect as the sea. It nullifies devil fruit powers. But why does it exist? If devil fruits are unnatural, why would nature create a perfect counter to them, unless it was part of the same system? What if Sea Prism Stone was made by the same people who made devil fruits? A failsafe, a way to keep the power in check. That would explain why the world government hoards it. That would explain why Wano, a country that was closed off and connected to the ancient kingdom, is the only place that manufactures it. Wano knows the truth. Then there's Emu. Emu sits on the empty throne. Emu has lived for centuries. Emu erased Lily from history. Emu is terrified of the name D. What if Emu is the one who corrupted the original purpose of devil fruits? What if Emu was the enemy the ancient kingdom created them to fight against? And after winning, Emu turned their greatest weapon into a system of control. Here's the kicker. What if Emu has the original devil fruit? The mother fruit. The one all others were derived from. We've seen artificial fruits made by Caesar and Vegapunk. We've seen smiles mass-produced, so if modern science can copy them, why couldn't ancient science create the first one? And if there's a mother fruit, that means there's a source. A tree maybe. Or something even older. Stick around because in a minute I'm going to explain how Blackbeard's ability to steal devil fruits might prove this entire theory, and why Luffy's fruit being Nika changes the entire endgame of the series. Let's talk about Blackbeard. He's the only person in history confirmed to have 2 devil fruit powers. Everyone else who tried it died, but Teach survived. How? Most fans say it's because of his weird body. Marco mentioned Teach's body is abnormal. Some think he has multiple souls or personalities, but what if it's simpler than that? What if Blackbeard knows something about devil fruits that nobody else does? What if he knows how they were made? The Yami Yami no Mi is unique. It doesn't follow the normal rules. It doesn't make you intangible like other logias. Instead, it drags everything into darkness. It nullifies powers. And it allowed Blackbeard to rip the Gura Gura no Mi out of Whitebeard's corpse. That's not normal. That's hacking the system. What if the Yami Yami no Mi is a key? A backdoor left behind by whoever created devil fruits? Think about it. Darkness consumes light. Darkness is the Void Century. It all connects. Blackbeard might have the one fruit that can interact with the source code of devil fruits themselves. And if that's true, it means Blackbeard isn't just collecting power. He's trying to become the system. He's trying to become the new devil. Now compare that to Luffy. Luffy has Nika, the fruit of the sun god, the fruit of liberation. Light versus darkness, freedom versus control. Blackbeard wants to dominate the world through power. Luffy wants to free it. That's the final war. But here's the deeper layer. What if Luffy's awakening didn't just give him rubber god powers? What if it connected him to the original will of the ancient kingdom? What if Nika isn't just a fruit, but a legacy? A passed-down consciousness that awakens in whoever eats it and shares its ideals? That would explain why the Gorosei were so terrified when Luffy awakened. It's not just about strength, it's about what he represents. The return of the ancient kingdom's dream, the return of true freedom. Now let's connect this to the will of D. Every D clan member we've met has been tied to major shifts in the world. Gold D. Roger started the Great Pirate Era. Monkey D. Dragon leads the Revolutionary Army. Monkey D. Luffy is Nika. Rox D. Zebek nearly took over the world. Trafalgar D. Waterlaw wields the Ope Ope no Mi, the ultimate fruit. What if the D clan were the ones who created devil fruits? Or at least the ones entrusted to protect their true purpose? The D is called the natural enemy of the gods. The celestial dragons call themselves gods. That's not a coincidence. Clover from Ohara said the ancient kingdom opposed the 20 kingdoms that became the world government. If the D clan came from that kingdom and they made devil fruits to fight back, then every D alive today carries that mission in their blood. They're the safeguard, the system's reset button. And here's the crazy part. What if Emu is also a D? What if Emu was part of the original kingdom but betrayed it? That would explain the obsession with erasing the D name. That would explain why Emu keeps the giant straw hat frozen in Marijois. It's a reminder, a trophy, proof that Emu won. But Luffy wearing a straw hat isn't just a style choice. Roger wore one. Shanks gave his to Luffy. Joyboy probably wore one too. The hat represents the promise, the dream that never died. And now that dream is awake again in the form of Nika. So if devil fruits were made to free the world, and Luffy has the ultimate liberation fruit, then the final battle isn't just about punching Emu. It's about destroying the corrupted system and returning devil fruits to their true purpose. Or maybe even getting rid of them entirely. Freeing the world from powers and letting people be people again. That's the true One Piece endgame. Here's my final theory. Devil fruits are the weaponized dreams of the ancient kingdom. They were created to give humanity the strength to fight against an oppressive force, likely led by Emu or something even older. Each fruit represents a different aspect of human will and evolution. Zones represent the body. Paramecia represents the mind. Logia represents nature. When the ancient kingdom fell, the world government repurposed devil fruits. They kept them in circulation but changed the narrative. They made them seem like curses. They made the sea a weakness to keep power holders dependent on ships, on nations, on control. They weaponized freedom and called it chaos. But the fruits remember. Nika remembers. And now Luffy, the boy who inherited that will, is undoing everything the world government built. Blackbeard is the dark mirror. He's using the system the way Emu does, through domination, through fear, through erasing others. Luffy is using it the way Joyboy did, through joy, through friendship, through liberation. The One Piece itself might not be treasure. It might be the truth about devil fruits. It might be the mother tree, the original source. And finding it might give Luffy the choice. Keep the power and risk it being abused again, or destroy it and let the world start over with no gods and no devils. Just people. That's the ultimate test of freedom. Giving up power for the sake of others. So what do you think? Are devil fruits the ancient kingdom's last weapon? Is Emu the original devil? And will Luffy destroy the system or remake it? Drop your theories in the comments. If this blew your mind, hit that like button and subscribe to One Piece Uncovered for more deep dives into the mysteries of the Grand Line. And here's a question for you. If you could eat any devil fruit, knowing the truth behind them, would you still do it? Let me know below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.